Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will be working with the Stick It Dan March 2022 double page sketch, and I'm using various past collections from Pink Fresh Studio. And I do have a lot of embellishments but not that many papers, so I decided that this would be a good time to do some stash busting. So I'm working with A4 format and I chose a full 12 by 12 pattern paper for the main body of the double page layout, and I just added a couple of strips of pattern paper on either side just to make it up to the double A4 width. I chose quite light and neutral colours, so I went for the off-white and grey with a bit of blue and pink, and I also kept the patterns quite neutral as well. So here I'm just trying to find the right paper for matting two of the photos on, and I'm quite undecisive on this day. I just can't make any decisions. I really like that pink one that I'm trialling second time now, but I didn't like the vertical orientation of the pattern. So then I went on to this collage paper and I briefly toyed with the idea of putting my journaling around the photos, as in bullet points 1, 2 and 3, but I was a bit worried about it being a bit confusing or just too busy. So in the end I went back to the pink pattern paper and I bit the bullet and I went to the vertical orientation of the pattern. So for the right hand side of the layout, I followed the same principles as I did on the left hand side. I created a narrow frame for each photo by matting them onto contrasting pattern paper, just to set them off from the background, and I also matted them onto a slightly wider piece of pattern paper just to sort of group them together, and I carried some of the patterns and the colors over from the left hand side just to create cohesion between the two sides. Now I had to make some changes to the sketch because I wanted to include certain photos on this layout, and they were of certain orientation and shapes, and I didn't really want to make any changes to these. Then I made a start on the embellishment. I added the two yellow acrylic shapes to the top left of the page, as these will form part of the title. So I just provisionally added them there. And then I made a start on my embellishment clusters. And for this, I wanted to use inspirational quotes as well as florals and other small shapes. I wanted to create 3 embellishment clusters, and again these I think were slightly different from that of the sketch, but they just made sense to place them where I placed them on my layout. I really wanted to add the arch-shaped embellishment pieces which were cut out from pattern paper, because they had some really nice inspirational quotes on, and that were sort of important for the message or for the story of the layout. To finish the layout, I added the title, and off camera I also added some enamel dot and the journaling, of course, which I had to blur out just to protect other people's privacy. So I hope you like how this layout came together, and don't forget to check back to the Stick It Down blog for further inspiration throughout the month. Thanks for visiting, bye now!